Don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. Don't get pregnant. Don't. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are subscribed, if you're new, welcome. Like, I just feel so like humbled that you clicked on my video. So today I will be talking about something new. I know I've been saying that I want to kind of change up my channel to not only talking about hair, but also talking about lifestyle changes. So with that being said, I am starting something called Accutane or Clarivis or Accutane or whatever they call it nowadays, but the version that I'm on is Clarivis. And those of you that don't know, it's basically a really strong, like, powerful medication that you take, and it's supposed to get rid of your acne forever. I mean, some people have to, like, go through a second, like, treatment of it. Hopefully that won't happen to me. But anyways, I kind of want to talk about, first of all, why I'm going on this medication. The reason I'm going on it is not because I have such terrible acne. As you guys, like, can see on my face right now. See if I could turn my brightness up. Like, my face is really not that bad right now. And also, I've been on Accutane for a little bit now. Sorry if my angle's a little bit different. It's because I want like better lighting. But my face is really not that bad. My face is not that bad right now. It's been worse, and I'm gonna kind of go through that. But it's not because I have terrible acne. Obviously, I have very mild acne to no acne right now, but very mild acne scars. But my acne is stubborn, so like it just doesn't go away. But anyways, I'm gonna go kind of through my journey with acne real quick for you guys and put some pictures here as well. So when I was an adolescent, like obviously I had acne, everybody did. That's not the problem, you know. I mean, I got, you know, I always have bumps on my forehead, and I always get them like right here. This is a really bad spot for me, right by my eyebrows. And I used to get a lot of acne like around my mouth. I don't anymore, but when I was an adolescent I used to. But anyways, I grew up and my acne stopped being as bad. I still had like bumps on my forehead. I've always had these like permanent, and I call them permanent because they never go away except for once they went away. Just little tiny bumps on my forehead. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm gonna try to focus in on it. But just little tiny bumps on my forehead. They were worse as I was a child because as I was an adolescent, because I was always running around, always sweating, and you know, the sebum development. So it was bad. Like I always just had bumps on my forehead. Like I can never really remember a time where I didn't, except for once. But I'm gonna get to that. So I grew up and I still kept having the bumps. Then there was this one time in college where the bumps on my forehead started getting really bad. So the bumps on my forehead started getting really bad. I'm gonna put a picture of that here if I could find it. If not, then I'm just gonna stand like this awkwardly. But yeah, so I decided to go on Curology. If you don't know what that is, that's kind of what's the word? It's I can't think of the word to sound smart right now, but it's basically like an acne company that you can basically get prescription acne medication through an app. You know what the word is. Like, I don't know what the word is. Teledermatology. There we go. Look, I see smart now. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, it's basically like teledermatology. So you don't actually have to see a dermatologist in person. You take some pictures on the app, and like you put, if your face is oily, you answer questions and all that. And then they basically make up this concoction and they send it to you. And it's like a cream. Now they have like a face wash and stuff, but I didn't get to that. But anyways, the first time I started using that, I literally saw results in like a week. And I had a before and after picture that I posted, but I can't get into my Curology account to get any of my pictures. So I don't know, maybe there's a picture, maybe there's not. But yeah, so that cleared up my face. My face was the clearest it's ever been. All the bumps on my forehead disappeared. My face was looking so good. And then slowly, like, you know, acne, it comes and goes. So slowly I started getting some acne here and there. It wasn't bad though, to the point where I wanted to stop the Curology. But then anyways, years later, that was junior year of college. Or no, that was senior year of college, first semester. But years passed, I graduated college, moved in with my boyfriend. I moved to Rochester. When I first moved to Rochester, y'all, my face broke out so unbelievably bad. And it wasn't like right away, obviously, as acne usually isn't. I started a new job that was pretty stressful, really stressful actually. And I was going through a lot of mental health issues, and I was just really stressed out. So I feel like that really added to my acne because it got really bad. I'll put a picture here of how bad my acne started getting. I would get big, painful, I don't know what they're called, like in the acne world, but just big, like painful bumps on my forehead and like on the side of my face. And I'm a teacher, as you guys should know if you've seen my other video, but I'm a teacher. And there was even one point where my students were like, and I live in like, I was working in a city school district, so the kids don't care. There was this one girl, I was like, Miss J, you're, because that's my last name starts with J, but Miss J, your face, like, are you breaking out? Are we stressing you out? Like, because you were breaking out. I was just like, I mean, I've heard worse things come out of their mouths, so I really didn't care. But it came to a point where even they were noticing. So it was just bad. I was like, you know what? I need to do something. So I went to a dermatologist, and, you know, we talked about a few things. He did bring up Accutane once, but I was like, I don't need to do all that. I just need, you know, a little something, because like my acne, like, not that bad. I just need a little something to help, you know, my skin clear up or whatever. Because I'm skipping a whole part. Before I went to the dermatologist, I was trying to do all natural stuff. Like, I mean, I was trying to use products at first, like the Clean and Clear and, you know, Proactive stuff and all that. And then I stopped because like maybe it's the chemicals. Maybe my face don't like chemicals. So then I tried to go I tried to use less harsh ingredients like Cetaphil, CeraVe, face washes. I used rosehip oil on my face. I used rose water on my face for like a toner. So like I was trying to use more natural stuff, but even that wasn't really helping to the point that I wanted it to. So anyways, I went to the dermatologist, and the first thing he prescribed me was, it was like a mixture of clindamycin and benzoyl peroxide. And I think that's what it was. I might be wrong, but it was something like that. And I would put that on my face during the day. And then at night, I would put something similar to tretinoin on my face. And that kind of helped, but like not really. So I was just kind of like, this is helping, but this is really not. Eventually, I told him I want to try something different. So then he put me on spironolactone, which was a pill that you take. Like, so I took that daily, which is supposed to help with acne due to hormones. So it's supposed to help with hormonal acne. So if you have hormonal acne, you might want to try out spironolactone. I don't know how to say it, but I'll put it right here. But you might want to try that out. I'm not sure if my acne was hormonal or if it is, but if it is, it didn't work. But what happened was I was taking it, and I took it twice, or you take 2 pills or whatever. But after a while, my heart started like beating really fast, and like my heart rate would just be really high for no reason, like even sitting down. So I looked up some side effects of the medication, and that was a side effect. So I realized that is what was happening, and I really didn't like that. So I ended up stopping that for a while, and then my acne started getting bad. And then so I started taking it again, but I only took it 1 pill a day, and that really wasn't doing anything. So then I ended up, COVID-19 happened, so I really couldn't get into the dermatologist's office, but I ended up having I ended up having a video chat with my dermatologist, and I told him, like, listen, I'm done trying this stuff. It's not working. I want to go on Accutane. So, you know, I had to go through this whole thing because Accutane it's a very harsh drug. So it can basically give you birth defects. Not you birth defects. Imagine. No, but it gives your kids birth defects. So what I had to do was I had to have 2 forms of birth control. I already have an IUD. So that was one, and then you also have to pledge to do another one, so like condoms or something. So I had to go in, and so like you go to the dermatologist's office or whatever, and they end up giving you a packet like this, and it's called iPledge. That's like the company. It's basically a company that's committed to pregnancy prevention for Accutane. So like it says, that's what it's called, isotretinoin. That's what Accutane is. Educational kit for female patients who can get pregnant. And basically In the inside, it just like has all the information about, you know, the side effects of isotretinoin or Accutane and all the stuff that you have to do, because it's like a checklist. And there's basically, this is the checklist they gave me that was the easiest to read, because I'm not going to take out all the papers. But it looks like this. And it says, the first thing you'll do is you'll get a urine pregnancy test today, or blood work. I got a urine pregnancy test first. Then within 2 to 3 days, our office will call you telling you when you can get your second pregnancy test, because it has to be exactly 30 days after your first one. So as soon as the dermatologist's office gets your first pregnancy test, then they'll tell you when you can get your second one, and you have to get it on that day. So it was like tough. I was like, oh my gosh, you know, you gotta put it in your cell phone. I gotta get my blood test today, or else you gotta do the whole thing all over again. So, and then it says 30 days after your registration date, you will get a second pregnancy test. You were given this lab slip at your visit. So like the dermatologist will give you your lab slip, and then you'll get your second pregnancy test. And then, you know, as soon as you get your second pregnancy test, as soon as the dermatologist's office gets it, that's when you need to go and pick up your prescription. Or actually, you need to go on iPledge website and answer these questions and stuff, and then you pick up your prescription. So you have to answer the questions first, or else the pharmacist won't give you your prescription. So it's a whole thing, like, and it takes a whole month. So, you know, like, if you really want to go on this, realize that it's gonna take a lot of, you know, time. And there's a lot of side effects. So that being said, another side effect, or a huge side effect that a lot of people have being on Accutane, is just having really dry skin, because it dries out your skin, just like regular tretinoin does. When I was on tretinoin, my face peeled a little bit. It was actually, no, it peeled a lot, and it didn't peel a lot, but it was very sensitive. So like when I put the towel on my face, I couldn't rub it. I had to just pat, although you're supposed to do that anyways. But so isotretinoin is even like more so irritates your skin. So that's another side effect. There's some other side effects too that I haven't had, but if y'all want to know, obviously the birth defects. Oh, mental health problems. That's a big one. A lot of people, what my dermatologist said is that back in the day, they basically thought that Accutane gives you depression. But he said that recent studies have said that that's not necessarily true. If anything, it makes people feel better because their skin's clearing up. I'm already on a antidepressant, so like I'm not worried, and I feel perfectly fine after, like, you know, whatever. So I'm not worried about that anyways. Let's see. The things that you should avoid while being on it is obviously not getting pregnant. Don't breastfeed. You can't give blood because your blood has like stuff in it. I don't know. I'm not a doctor, y'all. But you can't take like any other medicines or like herbal products or whatever. You can't have like cosmetic procedures like waxing, obviously. You can't even do that if you're on regular tretinoin. Your skin is very susceptible to getting sunburnt, so you have to wear sunscreen like every time you go outside. And skin problems, you can have skin rashes, you can have stomach problems, stomach pains, bone and muscle issues, hearing problems, vision problems, lipid problems, allergic reactions, blood sugar problems, decrease, a lot of stuff, a lot of side effects. And that's one of the reasons why you also take a blood test, because your dermatologist is going to basically keep an eye on your blood levels and all that. So you actually have to take a blood test every month to make sure that your blood is good. I know that's not very educational sounding, but basically just check to make sure your blood is okay and your liver is working the way it's supposed to work. So it's a lot of work, but most people are on it for 6 months. If you really think about it, doing all that work for 6 months to not have acne for the rest of your life, I feel like it's worth it, especially if you have stubborn acne like me. So without further ado, this is what it looks like when you get the box. It's like a really big box. I was like, oh, is this big? It's crazy. And mine, at least this is what mine comes in. I'm on the 40 milligrams, and it came with like 3 of these blister packet things. I'm still on the first one, or I'm about to finish it actually today. Hi. This is what it looks like inside, and it's crazy though because it has like the don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't get pregnant, don't like it. It literally has don't get pregnant on every single blister. Like, it's hilarious. It's not hilarious actually. I don't know why I'm laughing, but you cannot get pregnant on it. So yeah. And then it has all all the information you need on the inside, you know, all the side effects and all that stuff so that you know. So yeah, that's been my experience so far. I'm about to be on my 10th day today. So far, the only side effects I've had are really chapped lips, which everybody gets pretty much, and dry. I mean, my face hasn't been dry, which is weird, but it's been peeling. So it's like my face doesn't feel dry, but like you'll see some skin and stuff, which is weird because I normally have oily, very, very, very oily skin. So I feel like it takes a lot for it to dry out. So some of the products that I've been using on my lips that have been helping a lot is basically, like everybody says, Aquifer. I have the CVS brand, just a regular healing ointment. I've been using this on my lips. My regular skin has been fine. It hasn't dried out yet. Like it feels the same. So I've just been using this on my lips and kind of like around my nose because my nose is sensitive. I've been using cocoa butter on my lips occasionally. One thing about the Aquifer, guys, and the cocoa butter is that they're sealants. So you want to make sure that your lips are wet before you put it on. If you're just putting on the Aquifer and the cocoa butter on your lips without any like moisture on them, you're sealing in dryness, which is stupid. So you want to make sure your lips are wet. So like I like to put this on right after like drinking some water or like right after taking a shower because your lips are moist and you're sealing in the moisture. You don't want to seal in any dryness because that's crazy. I also bought this, like the little chapsticks and stuff. Y'all don't really need this. Like I wish I didn't buy this because honestly, just buy some Carmex. This is helpful though because it's SPF 30. So it's the Aquifer lip protectant plus sunscreen. I really like this. But as for their immediate relief, just regular chapstick, I wouldn't bother with this because it's like whatever. I really like the Carmex in the tube because it's so thick and just so soothing. So I still use this. I used to use this even before Accutane. And also you have the Carmex that's a stick because it has SPF 15. So I use that still. And then all reliable is just some lip gloss. Like it's the best sealant. Again, you want to make sure you have something underneath it. Like I might put some cocoa butter on and then throw this on if you really want some gloss. But I really like this one because it has rosehip oil infused in it, and rosehip oil is known to be very moisturizing and healing. It also has vitamin A in it. So if you're like tight on money and you're not trying to go out and buy Aquifer, just buy some 75-cent lip gloss at the beauty supply store. As for my skin, this face wash is the best face wash for dry skin. I used this when I was on tretinoin, when I was on Curology, all of that, like that stuff that I was using on my face. I used this when I was on any medications, basically. When I wasn't on medications, I didn't use this because this is very moisturizing and it's like it has an emollient quality. So you don't want to use this if you have oily skin. But what this basically is it's Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser, but it's the CVS brand. And what I really like about this is that you can use it without water. So like you can actually put this on your face, rub it in, and then just like use a towel, and it leaves like a layer of like moisture on your face, which is great. Or you can rinse it off. It has a very low lather, which is great. And when you rinse it off, it just feels like there's a layer of like moisture on your face. So it's a skin cleanser. You could use it on your skin too if you end up getting dry skin. I didn't yet anyways. It's also summer, so if it was winter, like definitely use this on your body. But I got a small thing because I just use it on my face for right now. As for face sunscreen, I like to use the different oil absorbing sunscreen. I've always used this one just because I have oily skin, or I used to. And I still use it now. So different different oil absorbing moisturizer with sunscreen. And then as you guys can see, kind of, I do have some acne scars from the bad acne that I had back in the day. So what I like to use for that is rosehip oil, and I try to put this on at night, just on the areas where I have the acne scarring, because rosehip oil is known for like helping scarring and all that in a natural way. And I had some left over from when I was going through my natural face product phase. So yeah, and then the other thing that I like to do is just drinking a lot of water. Obviously, if you want to be moisturized, you got to have moisture in your body as well. So I've been drinking water, green tea, that always helps. So I will keep you guys updated on a monthly basis about, you know, how my face has been doing, unless I end up like something ends up happening, like, you know, I have another side effect, maybe I'll do another video. But I'll keep you guys up to date, and I can't wait to have like a nice little before and after picture, you know, to be like, huh. Make sure you're subscribed and you click that notification bell so that you never miss another video from me.